Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the Working Trader, where we look at the Euro USD and GBPUSD and come up with trade ideas for the day, if there are any. So let's jump right into Forex Factory. Today is a Wednesday, and we have core PPI or PPI for the US dollar. That's the high impact news we have. So let's look at the charts and see what we can expect. So from the daily, nothing has changed. We are pretty much still just ranging. Okay, we're stuck in this tight range. Price is just moving sideways. Okay. For the pound, it's slightly pushing to the upside. Okay, slightly pushing to the upside. Although the price movements are quite tight as well. Okay, so overall, swing is bullish, internal is bullish. That's for the pound. And then for the euro, swing is bearish, internal is bullish. Okay. So let's look at the 4-hour on the Euro USD. So looking at the 4-hour on the Euro USD. Alright, so my swing is bearish, and then my internal is bullish. This was my last internal break. Okay, that was my last internal break. And then price has been somewhat ranging, moving sideways. Yes, it was bearish and then switched bullish and then started to make higher highs. But since then, this is the overall range, and then price is just playing within that range. Okay, not really going anywhere. And then on the 15-minute, this is what I was expecting. Then I have a 15-minute wick swing high, as well as a 15-minute wick internal high. And then that has been eliminated. And then this internal was swept. Get a sweep, and prices come up, had a reaction, and then one of these areas did not give enough reaction, so they're simply eliminated. Okay, so we have our Asia low that was taken. And then we do have this structure point in Asia, as well as those that double bottom, relative equal lows. Okay, so alright, so as it stands, I failed to make a high, came and swept this area, this low, internal low. Ideally, price did sweep or at least reach discount, or at least equilibrium of the swing range, and so we're expecting that price is going to continue to take out that weak swing high. That has not happened. Prices come up, created relative equal highs, came down, swept this low again, and now it's pretty much ranging sideways within this range. Let's see. within this range. Okay, so price is going sideways. So as of now, there's no clear bias. Okay, there's no clear bias because it could decide to go up, or it could just decide to continue to melt to the downside to mitigate maybe deeper levels of discount this swing range. So we do have trend lines, relative equal lows, trend lines. So you could see the possibility of price continuing to go to the downside. Okay, price continuing to go to the downside. So as of now, if I mark this, so as of now, I would say price is likely going to continue to the downside. Okay, will likely continue, at least maybe to target this this structural low. Okay, or these lows right there, just above. So this is what I'll be looking at least that's what I'll be anticipating. The price will continue to the downside. Otherwise, it's not very clear. So you could just do well also to just stay away until price prints something that's more clear. Okay. So that's for the Euro USD, and then for the pound. Starting with the 4H. Okay, starting with the 4H. This is the range we're in. So prices failed to make a higher high. Okay, we come up all the way to the top, and then now we've come back down, swept these lows, barely touched this demand. Okay. I do have relative equal lows as well at the bottom, and then of course we have our extreme, which is our strong low, strong internal low. So okay, from the 4 hour, nothing is really clear. So, but we do have a bit of momentum to the downside. However, we have swept this internal range. We've kind of come into the extreme, so price could now start pushing up to the upside. Okay, we don't know, or is simply just coming in to fill this imbalance and then continue dropping, take out this relative equal lows, and then keep on going. Okay. So looking at the 15-minute, let's see. So okay, this is our swing. This is our swing range. And then that's no longer relevant. That was eliminated yesterday. And then right there, my internal, there was an internal break of structure. So we had a push up and then push down. And then, okay, this was my, oh yeah, that was my internal break. I didn't update this. Okay, so that was internal break to the upside. So that means this was the low that led to that break. So the low would be there, and then this is the break that's happened. Okay, so this is what we have. So internal shifted bearish. One of these areas no longer relevant. Okay, so we've had a break. So this is internal range. So internal shifted bearish, and then we have come into this area. Now this has already been mitigated once, twice, 3 times, 4 times, obviously with each time having a deeper mitigation. And then we did sweep this area. Did sweep this low, and then that's where we had a better reaction on the pound. Okay, and then we do have these lows again. And then this is an Asia low, which is also looking like relative equal lows. Yeah, so it's likely price could continue dropping. Okay, so after break of structure, of course, we do expect some kind of pullback. Where could we pull back to? Nothing is clear because this is just a straight line. That is just a straight line. So we could simply have price come up, sweep that high, possibly. Notice maybe reach into these areas to then look for shorts. Okay, everything so far is pointing to the downside. On the flip side, we've kind of reached this 4-hour demand, and then we've swept this low. Okay, and then price is now starting to make higher highs. Okay, price is now starting to make higher highs, so price could still continue making higher highs, maybe into this area, or even continue all the way to the top. Okay, remembering that the swing is still bullish. Okay, the swing is bullish. Internal, yes, it has shifted bearish. Internal shifted bearish, but the swing is still bullish. Okay, so those will be things that I'll be looking at today. Today there's no structure really that's clear, so we'll just wait and see, or at least work within the parameters of anticipating what price could possibly do. Okay, so those are my trade ideas for today, or at least my read on the chart today. So apart from that, have a great day, and if you find value in this material, please don't forget to like, to subscribe, to share, leave a comment letting me know how you're using this material in your own trading as well. Otherwise, have a great day, and Working Trader out.